ladies have been telling me that you've been facing challenges with your hair growth and you feel like your hair is not growing, and you ask yourself, what am I not doing right, or what should I do to make my hair grow? And so this video will cover part of that, and you're welcome to this video. My name is Chanda if you're new, and we'll talk about hair growth and some of the challenges we're facing with our natural hair. So the first thing you want to look at when you talk about your natural hair, of course I'm talking about 4A to 4C hair mainly. And so when you talk about growing your natural hair, the most important thing that you want to talk about is moisture. Our natural hair thrives on moisture, and right here I've got a bottle of water. I'll spray my hair. I don't know if you can see, let me just show you my hair. If you can see my twists, they're actually looking quite hydrated. So what I do every morning when I wake up, when I take my bath and I do my makeup, I spray my hair with some water. And apart from that, I obviously also use this. So sometimes I'll just, if my hair really feels a bit dry, I'll spray my hair with a bit of water, and after that I'll still follow up with this, which is Dark and Lovely Ultralight Moisturizer. The first ingredient on this in this moisturizer is aqua. So each time you think of moisturizing your hair, the first thing you should think of is aqua. So it also says for dry and dull hair, which means that it's actually excellent for our natural hair, because our hair tends to be dry. The other thing that I do with my hair, and I've seen a difference, I've noticed that actually it's growing more because I'm doing this consistently, is deep conditioning. So I do deep condition my hair at least twice a month, and I'm consistent about this. I also make sure, apart from deep conditioning, I also make sure that my scalp is kept clean and moisturized. So normally if I spray this on my scalp, on my hair, I also spray a bit of it on my scalp because I don't want my scalp to be dry. One thing you will notice is that if you're keeping your scalp dry and your hair dry, is that your hair will break more, and if your scalp is also dry, your hair will also probably come out from the root. It will break from the root. So you want to keep your scalp really clean and moisturized. I hope you can see that. So, and then the other thing that I do apart from moisturize, I've got a notebook here. I want to just make sure that I don't leave out anything. I deep condition at least twice in a month. Sometimes it gets crazy busy, but I still try to make sure that I deep condition twice a month. If I don't, at least I'll do it every 3 weeks. And then the other thing I do is I moisturize my hair, whether it's in braids or it's in twists like this. I'll make sure that my hair is moisturized on a daily basis. So you want to make sure your hair is moisturized and you keep your scalp clean and moisturized. Then the other thing I want to talk about is that when we talk about moisturizing the hair or keeping your scalp clean and moisturized, I've heard a number of ladies say, no, I use coconut oil. So I do have coconut oil here. I do have olive oil here. So this can also be used for cooking. And one of the things you need to understand is that an oil is a sealant. It's not a moisturizer. I know coconut is a moisturizing oil, but it's also a sealant. It's not necessary that you have to use it as to put moisture on your hair. So when you use your oils, make sure first of all, if you don't have something like this, you can spritz your hair with water followed by an oil. What you're doing is you are sealing in the moisture, and our hair thrives on moisture. So you have to make sure that sorry about that, I had to attend to a customer. So I was talking about an oil, that you make sure that you use an oil as a sealant and not as a moisturizer. So after you've sprayed, like I was saying, after you've sprayed your hair with water, you then follow up with an oil. But if you do have what I have here, you can actually spritz this on your hair and you follow up with an oil. So what that does is that it seals in the moisture and it keeps your hair moisturized for longer. Then the other thing that you will want to also avoid is, for example, with the twists that I have, it's easy for me to be tempted to just start unplaiting them once I'm ready to remove them, just unplait them without even my hair being moisturized. So one of the things you want to do is to make sure that your hair has moisture on it. You can spritz your hair with water. You can actually add some leave-in conditioner to the water. You shake it and you spray it on your hair before you take it down. And then also combing our hair. Normally, I'd want you to test this, to actually try this in the comfort of your home. Take out your hair and plait your hair and then try and comb it when it's dry. And then also after maybe you try and comb a certain section while it's dry, I would want you to spritz it with some water and then try and comb your hair again. What you will notice is that you will have more breakage when you try and comb your hair in its dry state. So never comb your hair in its dry state. Always make sure that you spray your hair with some water or you mix it with some leave-in conditioner and then you try and comb your hair. And then also try not, make sure you don't use a small comb, always use a wide toothed comb. So what I have covered is deep conditioning at least twice a month, and then also keeping your hair moisturized, your scalp clean and moisturized. And then I've also talked about the oils. I've also talked about using a wide toothed comb. And then I also want to talk about protective styling. One of the things if you want to grow your hair, if you want to see length retention, and you also want to see your hair getting longer, you want to make sure that you keep your hair in a protective style. A protective style is anything that will keep your hands off your hair for at least 3 to 4 days, or even a week, even better. So you want to do maybe twists, you want to do braids, you can keep your braids for even a month, as long as you make sure your hair is moisturized, your scalp is clean, and you can actually deep condition your hair in braids. And then the other thing that you want to also do is make sure when you do a protective style, you do not do a hairstyle that would damage your hairline. Some of the challenges we are seeing here at Natural Curl is that most ladies have done weaves, have done a lot of fishtail and tight wigs, and so they're facing challenges with their hairline. So what you want to do is do hairstyles that are gentle on your hairline and that will actually help your hairline to get fuller and to be stronger. And also not just your hairline, but generally your whole scalp. You want to make sure that you do a hairstyle that is gentle on your scalp, because that way you allow your hair to freely grow and you allow your follicles to grow hair that is healthy and strong. And then the other thing that I would also want to talk about is have a journal. So if you look at this, I don't want it to be too close, but in case you see what I've been doing. But these are some of the things that I do. I actually make it exciting. I journalize my hair journey. And some of the things that I hear are probably some of the things I would want to achieve with my hair. And then I'll also talk about maybe just what I'm doing with family, business-wise. So one of the things you want to also do is to have a small journal. It can be even something as small as this, where you just jot down a few things that you want to achieve in the year. When a new month starts, like now we started a new month, the month of May, what you want to do is write down a few points and say, okay, this month what I want to achieve is to have a healthier scalp, or what I want to achieve is to have longer hair, or to make sure that my hair is moisturized. These are some of the things that will help you in your hair journey. You can't just live your life at random and just think that, okay, today I'll just wake up and do anything, and obviously things will just fall in place. You need to plan around your hair. You need to say, okay, I do have an appointment, I need to go and see my hairstylist, or I need to get some advice on my hair when I go on my next appointment. Plan your hair journey, make it your thing, make it your journey, and not just probably doing things randomly. Yeah, so I hope that today you have learned something from this video. So some of the first thing that I talked about is deep conditioning, and then I talked about moisturizing, I talked about the oils, I talked about using a wide toothed comb, I talked about protective styling, I talked about the hairline. Please let me know if there are any points that you'd want me to talk about in the next video or in other videos, and I will create the content. So please stay safe, and thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye.